Rakaka. Yeah. This is the story, true story. This actually happened 2 days ago. And within this story, you're also going to learn a little bit of maybe something you did know, maybe something you didn't know about walk-ins. Okay. So, first of all, what is a walk-in for those who don't know? A walk-in is just that when an entity, a spirit walks in to a body. You can actually call it a form of possession. Now, I'm not going to go too much into the whole walk-in thing, but let's just say, as we go into the story, I'm going to tell you how I knew this was a walk-in as opposed to maybe something more demonic or something more whatever. Because sometimes you see people, they're not really people, they're NPCs. Sometimes you see them, they're actually spirits, and sometimes they are walk-ins. Okay. So I was out doing my thing, enjoying a wonderful, beautiful day. And like I said, this happened 2 days ago. I ended up going by the grocery store. So I had like maybe 15 pounds worth of shit. I had like 2 bags. I'm brisk walking, getting my steps in. You know what I'm saying? Doing my fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And looking so good while I'm doing it. Okay. It's nighttime. So I'm walking this way, and oncoming traffic is coming this way, which is the way I prefer. I don't like when traffic's coming from behind. I just from my old days of street life, I just don't like that shit. Okay. So as I'm walking, I'm probably maybe about 10 minutes from the spot, from the Palacio. You know what I'm saying? And I can see there's a Taco Bell, and there's a figure walking towards me, right? At first, and like I said, the cars are coming, it's nighttime. So all I'm really seeing is like a silhouette of this figure. But one thing stood out to me about the figure. It was doing the Walking Dead shuffle. Now, either your feet hurt real bad or something ain't right. As we start to get closer, here's the figures coming here and I'm coming this way. At first, I'm thinking, like, is this some crazy, crackhead bitch or something like that? So I always make eye contact with everybody I pass. So as this figure is coming and it gets close enough, I realize it's like an old Asian guy with like long stringy hair. He has, I don't know if it's like, he appears to be like a homeless guy. Okay. He's got like I don't know, just some shit maybe he found in a garbage can or something, but it kind of looked like it was like either a black shirt or something with a really stretched out collar, or he had like it was like almost like a blouse because it was like a real wide collar. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't like he was cross dressed, and it just looked like he just had on whatever he could find. Right? I think he had like some like camo pants on, and I don't know, some strange shoes. But I remember the sound, and this street is a loud street because there's a lot of traffic going by and stuff like that. But I remember the sound of his feet, like, he was doing that. So as we start to pass, we make eye contact. And he gives me this motherfucking look of like contempt, but also in a weird way, the best way that I can explain it was like kind of like a look of recognition. And I told you that I make eye contact with basically everybody. So I know the difference and I can see into people. Okay. I does this shit. Okay. Been living off this shit. I does it. So I know it when I sees it. There was a look of recognition. And it was a form of recognition in a way. That's the best way I can explain it. So as we pass, right, I'm hearing him. He's getting farther, and then I'm still like brisk walking though, right? I got my hands full, but in one of my bags, I got a little treat for anyone that wants to try and jump up. Okay. I hear the and it starts, it like, he turns around, basically. He turns around And I momentarily stopped and I look back and he's looking at me and he's scooching towards me. Okay, not tonight, brother. So I just continue my way and I'm like, if this motherfucker gets any closer, I'm just going to drop my bags, whip out my thing, and get busy. I'm not going to say what I had or whatever, but I got a little something. I got different things. On this particular day, I had just a wife beater and some shorts, so I couldn't carry my thing in my shorts because I got my other thing in my shorts. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm like, I can hear this motherfucker gaining ground, and I'm brisk walking. Now I'm starting to think, like, just because he looks like a crazy, cracked out, fucking older Asian dude with fucking unkempt, stringy fucking hair and shit, doesn't mean he don't got a fucking knife. He may be some crazy, cracked out dude, but maybe he got some fucking knife skills. I don't fucking know, and I'm not taking no chances. But I hear that getting closer and closer, right? All of a sudden, I had this moment because, for transparency, I created a servitor a long time ago. This particular servitor, if it had a class, if you will, it's a class of legion, meaning it is, well, for this particular servitor, it can infinitely replicate itself, multiply itself on a drop of a dime. So for some reason, I don't know to this day right now as I'm talking to you, I don't know if I called, I know it was in my head, but I said, it was almost like the name of which I subsequently after converted him to a demonic dark matter agent. Okay, so now he's like, I went from like this fucking high-tech computer to a fucking super quantum computer now. That's what demonic dark matter agents are now. So I converted him months ago. And I don't know if I called him in my head. I seriously don't think so. But it's like I heard the name and I felt like a pop come, like shoot out the back of my head. And in that very second, I knew it was him. And mind you, I'm still looking forward and I'm still brisk walking because I'm getting closer to the house. It shoots off to the back. Next thing I know, I hear Mr. Walking Dead shuffle. It stops. And then like, it's like I hear his feet go and like turn around. And I start hearing the, but he starts going the other way, right? And at this point, he's in front of that Taco Bell. He stops. And I mean, this motherfucker, like, there's like these old newspaper stands out there that no longer have newspapers, right? They just got a bunch of junk and people put shit in them. This motherfucker punched one of them newspaper thingamajiggy bobs like super fucking hard. I just heard bang, like he was pissed. In other words, is what I'm telling you. So I actually, when I heard him punch the thing, I already knew. It's like I could see what was going on. Even I didn't have to stop and turn around. I just knew. Okay. So I keep going, and I actually smirked when I heard the ping because it was like a punch of frustration. Like fuck, you know. After my demonic dark matter agent fucking shot out my head, out the back of my head, to be specific. Because I felt like a pop. So it's like, I don't know if I mentally like summoned him or because it wasn't like that. It was just more like I heard the name. It was almost like ta-da, you know, but instead of ta-da, I heard like the name and then I just felt like a popping sensation out the back of my head. Shortly, I backed his ass the fuck down immediately. And said, Walking Dead walk-in man got pissed and punched a newspaper stand hard and continued just to mosey on, shuffle down his way, right? So today, that was 2 nights ago. The next day I didn't see him, whatever. I never seen this guy before. And I am very observant. I pay attention to the homeless people. I'm just very observant. I just pay attention to details, period. Period. So I know kind of like some of the homeless people, I see them around, you see them repeatedly and stuff like that. There have been other incidences with other folks. Never seen them a day in my life, seen them one time and then never seen them again. All right. Today, I'm again getting my fucking steps in. Okay. Magnifying this sexiness. So I'm walking to a particular location to take care of some business. And lo and behold, I'm walking by these buildings. And from around the corner of the building, who do I see? Oh, yeah. I see motherfucking Mr. Walking Dead Shuffle himself. So as we start, once again, he's walking this way, I'm walking this way. And as he gets a little bit closer, he sees me. Okay, this motherfucker sees me. All right. He stands against the wall. He's kind of leaning against the wall like this. And as I'm walking right in front of him, I'm fucking laser beaming him out the back of his fucking head, right through his fucking eyes. He's looking at me. He has this he looks at me. Once again, there's that recognition, right? There's a recognition. It's very particular. If you know, then you know. All right. He sees me. He knows me from the other night. So you wasn't just some crazy drunk motherfucker drugged out of your mind and shit. We could throw that off the table right now. All right. He instantly sees me. He instantly fucking knows. And he goes like, he starts to put his hood on, and his hair, as he's putting his hood on, his hair starts to kind of go in front of his face, but I could see his eyes, and he's looking at me with like contempt and like, but at the same time, there's a cowering, there's a fear. There's like you ever seen two dogs get around each other? And invariably, like especially like two male dogs, someone's going to put some dominance on another one, and the other one's going to acquiesce, or in other words, monkey meat, roll over and transform. All right. He monkey meated, roll over and transformed right then and there. It was kind of like, another example that I could give to you is in any of the movies or the old movies where the person pulls out a fucking cross to the vampire, and the vampire is like, hey, hey. There's like there's two things going on. One, he's like, if I could, I'd fucking just mangle you if I could, but I know I can't, and I know I'm gonna get fucked up if I even try. It was that shit. And he literally started going like this. His body language, I'm paying attention to everything at this point because now you're on my fucking radar. So at this point, his whole body language, he started doing all the shit that shows like, hey, you the one, bro. You the one. It's cool. But at the same time, he's like, fuck this guy. But like, you can't do nothing about it. You can't touch me. You can't do nothing about it. Okay? Nothing. So in that moment was yet another confirmation. You, like I said, you weren't just some drugged out motherfucker who don't know what you're doing and shit and just don't remember one day to the next. No, I saw recognition. I saw consciousness as far as awareness of what the fuck we had going on here. And so my dark matter agent got up in that motherfucking ass is what happened. Because as I told you, I heard his fucking feet shuffling, and he was the shuffles were getting faster. And to keep it a buck with you, I was like, I'm going to give this like 1 or 2 more seconds. Then I'm going to drop this shit, pull out my thing, and we're going to see what's the deal. But I didn't have to do that. Now, another reason I know this is a walk-in versus a spirit or entity just in and of itself assuming a human form was this. One thing with walk-ins you will notice, and of course, depending on the host, the body, they're often uncoordinated. because a lot of times these spirits, when they enter a body, they're still like fucking uncoordinated. So you will notice them like moving very irregularly. You know what I'm saying? Very irregularly. Versus if it was just a spirit itself or an entity itself assuming a human form for a short time, there wouldn't be none of that. In my experience, you know what I'm saying? So this just on a personal level confirmed a lot. I've told y'all already, I went to a whole other level of gnosis, whatever, whole other level of fucking power. And these strange occurrences, I'm just sharing one, okay? But these strange occurrences and in different ways have been like increasing in intensity and frequency as my frequency continues to fucking rise like my dick would with a sexy goddess. Okay. So it's now, I'm beyond like, oh, defense and protection. No, like my presence is a fucking weapon, which is what I've been shown. And also, I mean, I've been shown a lot of other things, but with these walk-ins, whether it's an NPC type of situation or whatever, you're going to notice the walk-ins, it's like they almost don't even like the body that they're in for the most part. Because if they can get into some, I mean, walk-ins can happen in a lot of different ways, right? But you will often see a lot of like these homeless people, people that are on drugs, people that are always fucking drinking. You know what I'm saying? If you're under the influence a lot of whatever, it can be a doorway. And a walk-in can even be like a fucking crash out. And then you'd be like, oh, I can't believe it. What? I don't know what came over me. What? So, anyways, I mentioned demonic dark matter agents because we just opened the door to, I'm just rolling these out. Okay. Many of you, not many, I don't know, but a lot of people have gotten before. In the past, we had custom spirit servitors. These were good. A lot of people have reported a lot of success with those, but they did require feeding. You have to like obviously feed it your attention. They were a lot higher maintenance for the client. These dark matter agents are made of just that, dark matter. And I'm not going to say everything I've been doing and everything I've been up to, but let's just say I've been getting into it heavy with the dark matter energy. And that's where the fuck it's at. And these are self-actualizing. They're fed as far as able to sustain and maintain their form and even increase in density, meaning like they can get super, super light etheric, or they can even, I won't even, don't be surprised if they can also assume physical form. Okay. Demonic dark matter agents. And we have different classes of demonic dark matter agents for different reasons. So you're going to have to go and check them out for yourself. I'm only rolling out this first rollout. We're doing 4 because one of the things that we're going to do that we've never done before is before we send you your demonic dark matter agent, you're going to get proof of presence, what we call proof of presence. Okay. That is, we're going to send your demonic dark matter agent out to you to do something. Usually within 72 hours, you're going to see something. It's going to make its presence known to you. You will know. Then you are going to report to us, hey, yo, okay, then it's ready to fully be yours. It's a win-win-win situation because on my side, everything that I'm doing here forth for my clients, I want to make it as easy as possible because like with the custom spirit servants, let's face it, a lot of you motherfuckers just stop fucking feeding your shit. Life started happening, and I understand that. Life gets to lifing, and you forget. And then once you forget, it turns into a day, a week. Next thing you know, you just totally forgot about that motherfucker. And that motherfucker's just hovering around like junk satellites around the planet and shit. You know what I'm saying? It happens. I've even done it. I've created servitors before, and like I started on them, and then I forgot. But then I have my whole pantheon of ones that I don't forget. But I done converted them from just regular servitors to demonic dark matter agents. Okay, you can find out all about them. This is a whole new thing. This is a whole new fucking wave. No one is doing this shit. And like I said, you will be sent proof of presence from your very own demonic dark matter agent before you even get fully receive ownership of yours. We win because we want to make sure it's calibrated. The like I was saying, the thing that we want to do, and this is what it is now, is everything needs to be ready to go out the box. I'm going to make it as simple as possible for any of my clients. There is a very strict process that goes up to the point where, okay, we think this one's ready. Let's send him out to you, create proof of presence. And once that's done, we know that he's now fully, or they are now fully calibrated to you. And now they're ready to roll. So when you get them, they'll be ready to roll. And you don't have to worry about feeding, lighting candles, spitting liquor on them, putting sexual fluid on them. You don't have to do all that shit, because that's that dark matter energy, okay? You don't know about that. I'll share some little gems with you. Not all my secrets, not all my secret sauce, but I'll share a little something with y'all in the next video. All right, peace.